Hey, good morning, my friends. It is Saturday. It is the weekend. And what a weekend it's going to be. Well, what a weekend. It started yesterday, let me tell you. So I had two babies yesterday because I'm winding down for the summer. And Hayes was here. And I guess about 8:30 my phone rang. And it was our concrete guy. Now you all know we're doing a patio and stuff. And it was supposed to start the end of this month. Late to end month. My phone rings yesterday at 8:30. Hey, it's Lou. Just wanted to let you know we're coming to prep your yard for the concrete today. I'm like, huh? He's like, yeah, we're coming to prep. We'll pour next week. Okay. I had no idea. We had a list of things we wanted to get done before the concrete went in. Doesn't look like that's happening. And we're certainly not going to say, oh, no, push us off. Because who knows what would happen. So Hazy and I ran outside. And Adam came home from his run. And we kind of got the yard ready. Now, Lou told me not to worry about that. He said, my guys will move everything. Don't you worry about it. But I didn't feel right with that. So we ran outside and we moved the grill. And we moved the Blackstone. And we wanted to save all the rocks that were there. Because we wanted to put them in the driveway area. But we weren't going to have time. We got one wheelbarrow full of rocks. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. I was able to push some aside too. So we'll see what happens. But, man, they came in guns a-blazing. I have no steps. I have no back steps. I won't have back steps probably for about 2 weeks actually. But, so we just have to go around the front. But, I will take you outside and show you what they did yesterday. I am going to make a video from start to finish on the patio and how it's done and all the steps and things like that. That's in the works. But, I will show you what it looks like out there today. So, yeah, I am excited. My yard is a hot mess. There's stuff everywhere. But that's okay because we're moving. We're moving. Like I said, today is Saturday, and today is processing day for the meat birds. So it's 7 o'clock right now. Jason doesn't want to start till 10. He had military duty all week plus his civilian job. So he just needs a little time this morning. And I don't blame him. So we're not starting till 10. So Doug went to Bible study. Just looking at the birds. Did you hear that? Did you hear that crow? I'm sure my neighbors are going to be glad when they're gone. But once he gets home, I have things I need to do here. I need to feed the girls. I need to fill their feeders. I need to get everything ready for processing. I wanted to do it last night, but we had company last night for Adam's birthday. And by the time everybody left, honestly, we just did what we had to do. We just did the chicken chores and we went to bed. So this morning I need to gather everything we need. I need to gather our butchering aprons. I need to sharpen our knives. Just all that stuff. We're responsible for the ice, so I have to go get 7 bags of ice. So a few things to do. Starting by making tea and coffee, of course, for everyone. Oh, and I also have to make lunch. I really wanted to film yesterday, but it was literally insane here. I had to keep the babies in the house because we tried to go outside to watch, and they were just like trying to bum rush the skid loader. So, yeah, not happening. So they were not happy because we were in the house and it was a beautiful day. So I'm like, sorry, guys. And I was just trying to get a few things done that I had to get done when they napped. And that was like craziness and like just the craziness of everything going on outside. So, yeah. But anyway, I am taking lunch today over to Jason's. And I am making the King's Hawaiian ham and cheese sliders. So yesterday I made my own Hawaiian buns. They were very easy to make. I did not like the dough. I don't know if I'll use the same. They're delicious because we did taste one. I don't know if I'll use the same recipe though because the dough was so sticky. It was kind of a pain in the butt to work with. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm not sure. We'll see. But I need to put those sandwiches together today. I'm going to get them all ready to go, and then I'll have Michelle pop them in the oven before we eat lunch. We generally eat lunch between Jason's birds and our birds, so we'll see. And I also made a spaghetti salad. What else? So Adam asked for a chocolate cake with peanut butter buttercream for his birthday. So that's what's left. Adam said it was the most delicious cake I've ever made, and it was perfect. I used my regular chocolate cake recipe. Man, it was so moist and so delicious. And I made ice cream. So it was nice. It was nice. It was a nice little way to just celebrate Adam's birthday and say goodbye. Doug and I bought Adam new running shoes for his birthday. So the Coast Guard, one of the things they give you is running shoes in your ruck. But they might be fine for other people, but Adam's a runner. So you are allowed to bring your own, but they have to be in neutral color. They give the 4 colors they can be. They can't have any like flashy neon or anything on them. And Adam's would be fine, but they have to be in good condition. And his have a hole in them, but he loves these sneakers so much. But he was really due for a new pair. So that's what Doug and I bought him for his birthday. He went and picked them out himself. So, and he was telling the guy, that he was leaving for boot camp. And even though he had no proof of it, the guy gave him their military discount. And they put it in the computer as military. So we got 10% off. And let me tell you, when you're dealing with, if you know running shoes, 10% is a nice discount. So anyway, it was a crazy day yesterday. And it is supposed to rain, of course, for the next 4 days, or 3 days. It's supposed to rain today, Saturday, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, and then not on Tuesday. And that's when they're coming. They were going to come to pour the concrete on Monday, but we're not going to be here. We're going to be taking Adam, which they said we don't have to be here, but I really want to be here because I want to see this. I think it's going to be very cool. And plus, I'm vlogging it for you guys. So they're going to pour on Tuesday. So they pour on Tuesday. They come back the next day, I believe, and they wash off the release color. That's the second color, the accent color. And then they come back Thursday and seal it. Now, I don't know how rain affects. I don't know what's going on. But that's what happens if you have great weather. They seal it on Thursday, and then we can start using it over the weekend. But I'm not sure when the contractor, this is the cement guy, I don't know when the contractor is going to come to build the steps. He can't build the steps until after it's completely done. So I'm guessing we won't have steps for 2 weeks, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is, and that's okay because it's going to be wonderful when it's done. And I told you all our plans were to lay the pavers back at the chicken coop and make that all pavers. Well, we thought about it. We talked about it. We priced it out. And we decided to go with poured concrete back there. So they're doing that too. They already have that all ready to go. So that'll be fun. So I'm looking forward to all of it. But I've already talked for 9 minutes now and haven't done a thing. So let me get going and get all this happening. I'll show you what I'm doing this morning. I got to go out and take care. I need to go out first and just take the cushions in off the swing because it is going to rain. So I want to take care of that before I worry about coffee and tea. So I will be back. So here it is. Here is all the prep work. It was fascinating to watch. It really was. So I'm excited. But this is the back of the house, the prep work at the back of the house. Now, we have prep still stuff to do. Like, we have to remove all this and lay sod and things like that. But it'll get done. We have to get all this done first. So there's the patio. It is 24 by 12. So I think that'll be a nice size. And then back here, look at this yard. There is stuff everywhere. Stuff everywhere. Back here, oh, the girls made a mess. Starting here, back here. Hello, ladies. Good morning. Good morning, girls. I have to fill their feeders. Back here to back there. This will all be concrete around the coop. So this will be so nice and so much less messy. I know. What do you have to tell everyone, huh? You have a lot to say this morning? Okay, let's go check on the babies who knocked their water over. So we will fix that. Good morning, ladies. They're getting so big. And once again, they did go up by themselves last night, so that's good. Okay, I gotta feed and water them. So the first thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna do a little bit differently. I'm gonna cut each of my rolls in half. And on the bottom, I'm gonna spread a little bit of mayonnaise. And then we're gonna put some ham. I probably should have gotten more ham now that I'm looking. I may have to run out. And then I just got imported deli ham from our local deli. And then some Swiss cheese that doesn't look like Swiss cheese because it has no holes in it. I'm going to take a half a slice and do that. And then put our lid back on. And then go with the next one. I'm doing it a little bit differently than I would if I had store-bought buns. So it'll probably take me a little bit longer, but I'm okay with that. I have a little bit of time this morning, sort of, kind of. The outside, part of the outside chores are done. I went and gave the babies some food and water. And then I did not feed the big girls yet because that's going to take me a little bit of time. And I wanted to make sure I had these done because they have food. I just want to fill their feeders. We're going to have to be really careful on next week because when they pour the concrete back there on Tuesday, it's going to be 24 hours before we can walk on it. So Tuesday morning, I'm going to make sure all the waterers are completely filled and the food is that one goes there. The food and waterers are completely filled because we will not be able to walk on that for 24 hours. So they need to be taken care of. I said to Doug, you watch, that'll be the day that something happens and somebody will get hurt or somebody will pass away and we won't be able to get to them. Because that would be our luck. But we hope not. But there's not a whole lot we can do, so we have to go with the flow. And just keep telling myself how amazing it's all going to be when it's done. And it's just a little bit of inconvenience now. So anyway, you see what I'm doing. I'm just trying to like keep them in order. I'm going to go finish doing all these and then we'll make the topping and pour it on. I think I've made these for you guys before. I just pretty much use the recipe on the King's Hawaiian website. I change things up a little bit. I would have personally loved to have made these rolls this morning and had them super duper fresh, but there was no way that was happening. I would not have had time for that, plus everything else that we need to do this morning. So Doug is not going to go to daily mass today because that would get him home like literally 10 minutes before we have to be at Jason's. So he just is doing Bible study. So I want to get this done And I think I will stop and take a moment to do my morning devotions and my morning prayers, because that's very important and nothing trumps that. So I just wanted to get this done first. Okay, enough of watching me do this. I'll come back and show you the second part. Okay, all the sandwiches are done. So I'm just gonna set these aside. And we're gonna get started on our sauce. I have a 1/2 cup of melted butter. And then I'm gonna do a 1.5 tablespoons of Dijon. Hoping I have enough in here. I think I need to do a little stock up trip because I did not have an extra one on the shelf. So I'm gonna go see if I can scrape this out. Well, I could not squeeze enough Dijon mustard out of that bottle. And that is like the big part of these sandwiches, that Dijon-y taste. Because you have to have mustard with ham. At least we do. So I ran to Save a Lot because that's what opened at 7 instead of 8. They didn't have Dijon mustard. So then I ran to Grocery Outlet, which opened at 8 because it was like 7:45 when I left. And they had Dijon mustard. And it was actually a really clean Dijon mustard, like no crap in it. And it was only $1.49. So win for me. But I had to go out, which was not fun. But that's okay. It's all good. Yeah, it's all good. And there was a reason I came on here. Oh, and I'm proud of myself. I passed a garage sale and didn't stop. Actually, 2. I wanted to, but I'm like, nope. I am on a mission. It is now 8:15. I got to get stuff done. I was going to get the ice while I was out, but I guess I could have put it in the chest freezer because that's empty. Womp womp. Oh well, it's okay. We'll get the ice on the way to Jason's, or I'll send one of the boys or something for that. But I was proud of myself for passing those 2 garage sales. I wanted to stop so bad. But nope, not doing it. So anyway, heading home now. Going to get all this stuff done. And yeah, I feel like frazzled already because I had to leave the house. But that's okay. We'll get back in the groove. Stopped at the post office. More sourdough starter. Heading out. So don't forget, if you would like some dehydrated sourdough starter that you can reactivate and use yourself, just send me a self-addressed stamped envelope and I will be happy to send you out instructions and a little packet of dehydrated starter. My P.O. box is in the description box below. Like I said, just a self-addressed stamped envelope, and I will be happy to send some out to you. I will get this one out later today. So, oh, there's no first name on it, and I don't want to do a last name. A from New Hampshire, I will send it out today. Okay, now we're back in business. So we've got our Dijon. So we are going to do 1.5 tablespoons of Dijon. I go a little heavy on that. Let me pull up my recipe again. Then we need 1 tablespoon of poppy seeds. So just to recap, since we had that little lapse, we've got 1.5 tablespoons of Dijon, 1/2 cup of melted butter, 1 tablespoon of poppy seeds, and 1 tablespoon of onion powder. And then a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Or as Adam calls it, wash your sister sauce. half a teaspoon of that. I should take the little rubber stopper off, but I'm too lazy, so we'll just do it this way. Can you hear that rooster? Oh my goodness. And then we're just gonna whisk that all up. And we are gonna pour it over our rolls. Oh my goodness, that rooster. I'm just gonna spread that out. We are gonna cover this with foil. Now you're supposed to let it sit for a little bit before you bake them. Ours is gonna sit for a long bit because, like I said, it's only 8:15 in the morning and we're not gonna eat these until probably around 12:30 or 1 o'clock. And that's just fine. So there we go. That's it. Well, I am bummed. We came out to give the meat birds water because what we do is we do Jason's first, leave ours home. They're not allowed to eat. They can just have water. We do Jason's first and then we bring ours over and do ours second. And when we came out, one of them was dead. So close. So close. Yes, I know they're going to die anyway, but we can at least eat them when we do it. So, really bummed. We're down to 20 now. So that bums me out. 3 are promised to give away, so we're down to 17. But it's okay. It is what it is. You know, it was one of the really big ones. I just wonder if he had a heart attack. But anyway, we are getting ready to go. I've got lunch all packed up. We've got all the supplies we need. We have to go get the ice, and then we are going to get to Jason's. Look at this sky. It's a Harry Potter sky. It's going to rain, but you just work right through it. Okay, we are here. We are set up. Everything's ready to go. There's Jason's meaties. We'll run home and get ours when the time comes, but for now, we start with Jason's. Let the games begin. So
shoot. Sorry.
So I'm going to show part of the process. If you don't want to see, I'm going to try not to be too gross about it. If you don't want to see it, fast forward now. But the dispatching part was already done. So next, I'll show you. So next, it goes into the pot.
Dip it up and down.
We dip it up and down. That's what Adam's doing with his witch's paddle here. And the water is at 150 degrees and for 45 seconds or so. And this just loosens the feathers. And once that's done, it goes over to Andrew. So from there, it goes in the plucker. Andrew runs the plucker. And it takes about, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds.
No, not yet. I'll pull the rest off. Yep.
And we've got a pretty clean chicken. Next, and I won't show this part, but we go over to the table. Not all the feathers came off, so we have to pluck a few. Minimal. Usually they all come off. Maybe the temp wasn't hot enough. Maybe it wasn't scalded long enough.
It's the bird.
It's the bird. I don't know. Because you don't want to leave it in too extra long because then it can become bruised and all that.
For sure.
And once this part's done, then we just take out the guts, put them in some ice water, and we're good to go.
Did you open it up?
It is raining. Did I open what up?
This.
Not yet. I'm going to. We are done Jason's birds. What did it take us?
Hour and 15 minutes.
Hour and 15 minutes, man. We are like experts. Let me show you Jason's. And Doug and Adam are bringing ours over now. Here they are in their cold water bath. And from there, They will get in plastic bags and then be shrunk wrapped. And they will be done. Well, all the birds are
Processed.
done. We just have to bag them up. Jason, tell us about our time.
So 4.5 hours from the time we started till right now. That's including about a half an hour for lunch for 35 birds.
It's also including about 15 minutes to go home and get our birds and bring them back.
I look fat in this. Sorry. I got my chicken shirt though for processing.
I love this chicken shirt. You say Temu?
Yeah.
I don't order from Temu. I might have to though.
But yeah, so 4.5 hours including, I'm going to say 15 to 20 minutes for Doug and the boys to go get your birds. And
half hours for lunch?
A half hour for lunch. So right now we're just waiting on the water.
Yeah, I mean, we flew. Yeah. This was definitely the fastest we've ever done it.
Without a doubt.
These were the biggest birds we've ever had too.
Yeah. Well, I think one thing that helped was we had a second extra large cone. Before we had 2 large cones and 1 extra large, but because of the size of the birds, we never had to wait to put a second bird.
Yeah, I mean, it was going.
Yeah.
You know, from cone to scalder to plucker to table. It was a constant.
Yeah.
Nobody was waiting.
Nope.
Nobody was waiting around for anything. So
no, but I got to give kudos to Doug. Let me tell you something. There were some times when he was catching those chickens out of the hoop coop. He looked like an NFL linebacker tackling. I mean, so good.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Oh, there's the hostess with the mostest. Michelle was our girl, man. When we needed something, Michelle had it. Michelle heated up the lunch. She set the table. She was good.
What are you bringing out now? Corn on the cob. What's that for?
For the chicken?
For the chickens.
Oh, for the chickens.
So now we're just waiting. So we're going to bag these up, weigh them out, and see what happens. Okay, all Jason's chickens are bagged up, and they are just ready to go into the scalder again. You put a tube in, close the bag, zip tie it, put it in the scalding pot, and these are shrink wrap bags, and you pull the tube out and you are good to go. We have the scale and the Sharpie so we can weigh each one. So we are just waiting for the scalding pot to get up to 200 degrees. Once it gets up to 200, we can do these, then do ours, and we are done. And we are done. These are our chickens. We really expected to get a 9-pound one, and we didn't. Our biggest was 8.13, so close to 9 pounds. Our smallest was 6.08. So really good sized chickens. Very happy with it. And man, I think we broke some records in time today. We are home. We got the Phillies game on. We got all the chickens in the fridge. They'll stay in the fridge for 3 days. Then they will go into the freezer. So they are all in the fridge. We got all but 5 down in the downstairs refrigerator, and there's 5 up here. So Tuesday morning I will transfer them to the deep freezer. But to make room in the downstairs fridge, I had to get the bone broth out of there. So I am canning up bone broth now. As soon as they get started, I'm going to go outside and help Doug. He is taking apart the hoop coop, putting that away until the next time, and we are just moving right along. Adam has a headache, so he's mad that I won't let him help us do anything, but I told him to sit down because he has a headache. Andrew is getting ready to go to a party tonight. They have a goodbye party for someone. So I quickly put together a pepperoni and cheese tray for him to take because he's supposed to take a snack. And now I'm just waiting for the canners to heat up. So once that's done, I'm going to clean up the kitchen. We are good to go. While the canner is canning and the kitchen is almost cleaned up, I came out to check on this guy. What you doing, babe?
Trying to loosen up the ground.
Trying to loosen up the ground?
Yeah, and wash away some of the poop.
Wash away the poop. And then he'll probably rake it and lime it.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Then once they're done with the patio, because this is the way they're going to come in, and it's just going to get beat, we'll rototill it all up and then prep it for sod. So where we weeded the other night is still looking really good. We're going to start filling this in with some of those leftover, well, not leftover, but stones we are no longer using. And see what happens. My goodness, it is 3:15 and I am just picking up the camera. We went to 11:30 Mass today. I am not a fan of 11:30 Mass because it's the middle of the day. But Denise's son, Timmy, was con-celebrating. Father Tim was con-celebrating, so we wanted to go to that Mass. And Doug had that Mass anyway. Be careful!
I'm fine.
Andrew just jumped out the back door. We have no steps, remember? He just jumped out the back door. He didn't feel like walking around. Andrew is going to mow the front lawn for us. We cannot mow the back lawn because there's just so much stuff back there. It's impossible until they're done. Doug is working on homework. Well, he's outside with the chickens, but he's going to work on homework. And Adam is packing. It was rough. And I swore I wasn't going to cry. I've been pretty good all day. I lost it a little bit before church because everybody was coming up to him. But I've been fine since. I'm so excited for him. I really, really, truly am. So, but he's packing. Not that he has to pack a lot. He has to take like a duffel bag or a backpack with just a few he has to take 2 changes of clothes. The one he'll be wearing. Stationery and things like that. Not that he even admitted he's probably not going to write. I just don't think he's going to have time. I mean, they are scheduled from sunup to sundown, so I don't think he's going to really have time to write. I hope I get at least like one letter, just like, because I'm so anxious to know what his on-base job is going to be. I mean, we know his Coast Guard job is going to be the military police, but they have a job in boot camp. I think I explained that because he wants to be the assistant to the chaplain. So, like, I just hope he writes. Like, I just want to just know, like, kind of like a day in the life. But, you know, I understand if he doesn't, and it's fine. It's fine. 8 weeks is going to go fast. It is. It's the whole summer. So I kind of don't want, I want it to go fast because I want my boy home, but I don't want it to go fast because it's my summer. So, yeah, it's a catch-22 there. I'm sorry, I'm emptying the dishwasher. I'm probably making you seasick, but I'm just trying to get done. Hope Adam doesn't get seasick. But anyway, watching the Phillies game. They're kicking some good butt right now. What else? So, yeah, that's what everybody's doing. I'm going to go upstairs, help Adam. We stopped at the Dollar Tree on the way home. Well, after church, Doug had baptism. There was only one. And then the boys took Doug out to lunch. And me, actually. They paid for lunch. So that was very nice. And then, like I said, Andrew's going to mow. Adam's packing. I'm going to go up and help him. We stopped at the Dollar Tree. He wanted to get some writing paper and envelopes just in case he decides to, just in case he has time to write. So, yeah, we'll see. But we're just going to kind of putz around today. I'm going to straighten up my bedroom a little bit. I think I want to change my sheets because they didn't get done yesterday. I try to either do it every Friday or Saturday, and it's just been a little bit crazy, so they didn't get done. So I'm hoping to do that today. And, yeah, just kind of general straighten up, get ready for the week. I only have babies either 2 or 3 days this week. I'm not sure. I might call out. I only have Levi on Wednesday. He's the only one I have on Wednesday. And I have Lila and Leo on Thursday and Friday. So I haven't started my summer hours yet. But I think I'm going to call Levi out, which is fine because his mom's home on maternity leave. Just because Doug had that sinus infection, I'm starting to get a sore throat, like a tickle. And they have a 1-2 week old baby at home. So I don't really think he should be here. And I'm sure his mom would agree. So I think I might just call him out on Wednesday. I'm going to wait and see how I feel, see what's going on. But, and I think I told you they're coming back Tuesday to pour the concrete, maybe, if it doesn't rain. This rain has been crazy, but anyway, let me go finish doing this so I can just plow through it. I told you I canned up all that chicken broth. One didn't seal. I was so shocked. This is the first time I had something not seal. And now that I think about it, I think I forgot to wipe the top of the jar. But they're going to go on the shelf and be ready for whatever I need them for, soup season or whatever. I like the quarts for soup season, and I like the pints for just general use. Do you need me, hon?
No, I'm good. It's 12 eggs, and you can see which one will they leave in the coop. I mean, in the run.
Wow. You gonna jump up?
I'm gonna go fill water first.
Oh, okay. I will say it was a lovely morning not having to take care of the meat birds. Yes, it was. But anyway, okay. I'm out of here. If I do anything, I will let you know. I think it's going to be a pretty chill day for everyone here. I think we all need it. So we'll see what we can get into. Well, friends, I did not record anything this afternoon because we did not do anything this afternoon. Doug worked on homework. Adam worked on cleaning his room and getting his stuff together. I helped him a little bit with that. Had a visit from my niece for a little bit, and that's really it. So not much of a weekend vlog. I am sorry about that. I did forget to tell you, Andrew has a new hobby. Andrew is making rosaries. Oh my gosh. And they are so beautiful. I don't even know what possessed this. He said it was just something he felt called to do. And he is doing a wonderful, wonderful job. He has made so many so far. He has made them for family, for friends, for people he doesn't even know that, he talked to, and like a couple of guys on retreat. He's got some ready to mail out to them. So he is really enjoying it. He's getting better and better with each one. He's making full rosary. If you're Catholic, you know what I'm talking about. He's making full rosaries, but he's also making just single-decked rosaries for kind of like a travel rosary or like a pocket rosary if you don't want to carry a whole one. So he's doing a great job. He just showed me what he bought for me. He bought beautiful white porcelain beads with beautiful little blue flowers on them and a really pretty blue miraculous medal for the middle. So I am quite excited. So he's really enjoying that. So he's up there working on that and organizing all the supplies and everything. So pretty cool. Pretty fun hobby. So anyway, that is it. That is all I have for you. So sorry it wasn't more fun. Next weekend, what do we have? Don't know what we have on Saturday, but Sunday we are heading out of state to go to my great nephew's baptism. His christening is next Sunday. So, and next Sunday's exciting because Doug will be preaching at church at the 7:30 Mass. I'm going to see if I can catch it on film, and I will share snippets with you. I don't want to, I don't know. I might have Andrew stand in the back and record from there, so we'll see. But anyway, that is it, friends. Thank you so much. I think part of it was just I'm kind of in a little bit of a funk. I'm excited for Adam. I am so excited to see what doors this opens for him. I'm just a little sad for myself. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna miss him so much because I truly enjoy my children, my adult children. I really do. We have a great time together. And, it's just like I said before. I know I said this, but I'm going to just reiterate. Yes, they went away to college. And yes, they were 3 hours away. Yes, he is only going to be an hour and a half away. But there's no contact except letter writing. There's not that quick text. How was your day? How are you doing? Did you eat today? None of that. And that's the hard part for me. Because we are such a communicative society. It's at our fingertips 24/7. When it comes to texting and emailing and calling, it is there. It is 24/7 for us. And to have that just ripped away is going to be hard, not knowing And, you know, boot camp is hard. So I'm hoping he's not a big letter guy. I'm hoping that, like, after 2 weeks, I just get a letter just letting me know it's all good. So we'll see. But anyway, that is it, my friends. Pray for me tomorrow. It'll be good. Catch you guys in the next video.